Jeff Darlington, who was at the fore helping break the news that when Brady initially retired in January, back with us. And Jeff, from the beginning, a lot of folks didn't really buy it, and clearly in the end, Brady didn't either. So what happened here?
That's a great way of putting it, Scott. And look, here's the deal. I remember going through the conversations behind the scenes as Brady was preparing to announce his retirement, and a lot of the reasons that I felt like I was getting for his decision to retire felt like the things that a player thinks about after a long season, not necessarily after a long career. It always felt like he was just tired from the season. And I think ultimately he probably recognized after 40 days that, wait a second, I still want to play. I still feel the need to play. I still feel like I'm on this planet to play football. And ultimately, he was able to make the decision soon enough that the Bucs as an organization can still put together this plan for free agency and still put the pieces in place to make another championship run. So I guess all's well that ends well.
That's interesting. I've often heard players and coaches say you never make a decision about the next season right after the last one ends. You need to let your head clear a bit. I thought it was interesting when Bruce Arians was asked about, if Brady was going to retire and then go play for somebody else. He said, bad business. And I agreed. Look, you're under contract. Why should we let you retire from us so you can go play for someone else? That's not how this works. How much did Brady explore that possibility, if at all?
He didn't, as far as I understand. And I've had conversations with people close to Brady, people with the organization, and he was committed to playing with the Bucs if he was going to play in 2022. He was still in contact with them, still having conversations with the Bucs organizations about personnel stuff. So this was not a scenario where Brady was saying, if I come back, maybe I'll go talk to San Francisco or whatever. This was going to be Bucs or bust. And ultimately, that's what he decided, and he had the commitment, by the way, from the organization all along. You got to give credit to Jason Licht, the general manager. He could have been quick to turn the page, but he said it himself, I'm going to leave the light on. And he knew, he felt it from Brady himself. And I think he deserves credit for kind of leaving things in place just in case Brady made this very decision.
Jeff, I totally agree with that. I mean, Brady's the kind of guy you're going to make certain concessions for. I'm with you. And I just think I'm glad that you put that to rest about other teams because, look, Brady's the kind of guy that people are going to openly speculate. What do you want to go here? What do you want to go there? And in the end, he wants to go back and play for Tampa Bay. And it just so happens to be on Selection Sunday, and you lead our show. That's just, he's one of those guys, man. Jeff, appreciate the time. Enjoy the offseason. There never is one.
Thanks, Scott.